Hello, it's good to see you again in VNews Daily Bulletin, and now the headlines as usual.
The exchange rate between Vietnam dong and US dollars increases by 1%. Bình Dương province announces $13.4 million support package for riot-affected businesses. The Mekong Delta earns nearly $1 billion from shipping 42,000 tons of rice abroad. Hanoi is named the cheapest destination for a city break this summer by TripAdvisor.
The State Bank of Vietnam has decided to increase the exchange rate between US dollars and Vietnam dong by 1%. The new rate took effect from June 19.
The new internal exchange rate between Vietnam dong and US dollars is 21,246 Vietnam dong per dollar, compared to the previous 21,036 Vietnam dong. Commercial banks are allowed to trade within the range of 21,458 and 21,034 Vietnam dong per dollar. According to the statement from the central bank, the adjustment is grounded on the context that the consumer price index in the first 5 months of the year was well controlled at low level, and the exchange rate was kept stable for nearly a year. It aims to contribute to implementing the government's assigned tasks, including monitoring the interest and foreign exchange rates in line with the developments of the macroeconomy, inflation, and monetary markets, ensuring the value of domestic currency, increasing foreign reserves, and improving international payment balance. During the first months of 2014, the monetary markets and the foreign exchange rates have been stable, with the balanced foreign currency demand and supply. The central bank will implement comprehensive measures and tools to stabilize the exchange rates and the forex markets.
A seminar took place in Hanoi on June 19 to discuss opportunities and challenges facing Vietnamese businesses when the Vietnam-EU Free Trade Agreement becomes effective.
The EU is currently the biggest importer and second largest trade partner of Vietnam. Vietnam's export to this market increased 7 times from $4.5 billion in 2001 to $33.7 billion last year. However, participants at the seminar said that Vietnam's export to the EU remains modest. According to them, when signed, the Vietnam-EU Free Trade Agreement will open up opportunities for Vietnamese businesses to increase their access to the markets, promote exports, and join the supply chain. Besides, enterprises are advised to adapt to the EU's policies adjustments while meeting its technical requirements in order to increase their shipments to the markets. Vietnam's key exports to the EU include agriculture and fishery goods, clothing, footwear, furniture, and wooden home products.
The southern province of Bình Dương has recently announced the first assistance package worth $13.4 million for 37 businesses which are seriously affected by recent disturbances.
The package comes in the form of reductions in land and workshop rental, exemption from value-added tax, import tax on production materials and fixed assets, interest rate reduction, and extension of tax payments. In addition, local commercial banks have rescheduled the payment of more than 90 billion dong in debts for 8 enterprises and cut the lending interest rates for 28 companies. The Provincial Department of Natural Resources and Environment also cancels the inspection of natural resources and environment in all affected companies and firms. Earlier, insurance companies paid in advance $5.4 million in insurance for 113 affected businesses. Bình Dương is among some localities where disturbances erupted on May 13 to 14 during workers' rallies against China's illegal dispatch of its oil rig in Vietnam's continental shelf and exclusive economic zone. Some individuals incited others to destroy the property of foreign firms, the state and private domestic businesses, and acted against law enforcement officials, disrupting social order and business activities.
The third section of the Vietnam-Mozambique Intergovernmental Committee on Economic, Trade and Science Technology Cooperation opened in Hanoi on June 19. The event was co-chaired by Vietnam's Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and Mozambique's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Over the past time, bilateral cooperation between Vietnam and Mozambique has been strengthened in the fields of diplomacy, agriculture, education and training, security, investment and transport. The two sides have coordinated in developing cultivation models of Vietnamese rice varieties suitable for Mozambique's conditions. Vietnam has helped train agricultural staff for the African country. Vietnam has also sent agricultural experts to Mozambique, helped build research centers for agricultural promotion and rice production, and supported Mozambique's food security program in 3 years. The Mozambican side expressed its hope that Vietnam's provinces of Tiền Giang and Bình Phước will help train staff in agriculture and technology transfer. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development started a project to study the development of agricultural plants in Mozambique in June. The Vietnamese government contributed over $2 million and the Mozambican side $200,000 to the project. Vietnam saw a fall in both rubber output and export in the first 5 months of this year, according to the Vietnam Rubber Group.
In the January-May period, the country shipped abroad 239,000 tons of rubber for $473 million, down 20.2% in volume and 39.2% in value compared to the same period last year, reported the group. Meanwhile, the average rubber price also dropped 25% year-on-year, falling to $1,990 per ton. By June 13, the group alone exported 42,043 tons and sold out 39,767 tons in the domestic market, earning over 3.7 trillion dong in total, equivalent to 24.6% of the yearly plan. Experts commented that despite dips normally seen in the first half of every year, the results are still disappointing. The reasons behind the fall were the gloomy global economic situation and the abundant supplies and low demand in the world market, leading to a high inventory and low price. A recent report by the International Rubber Study Group also showed that 174,000 tons of natural rubber in the world will be unsold this year.
As many as 19 travel agencies in Đà Lạt, the Central Highlands province of Lâm Đồng, have offered promotion programs for their services in a bid to attract more holidaymakers to the resort city in this year's summer months. Accordingly, the price of entrance tickets to many tourism sites, including Thung Lũng Vàng or Yellow Valley and Plant and Calmly waterfalls, have been reduced up to 50%. Meanwhile, a 10% discount rate is also being offered to those taking package tours to Bidup National Park and the Dam Bri Waterfall tourism site. Several resort areas and big hotels in Đà Lạt are also providing discounted accommodation to visitors during the summer. Many new products and services, including outdoor and venture sporting activities, are also being adopted to meet the leisure demands of tourists. From June to August this year, a wide range of cultural events, including an exhibition on Central Highland culture, a food festival, a Vietnamese film week, and a traditional musical festival are being held in the city in the hope of luring more visitors. A robust increase in the number of visitors to the city has been recorded from early this month. In May, the city received over 208,000 arrivals, up 14.4% against the same period last year. Of the number, foreign holidaymakers accounted for 13,000, a year-on-year increase of 38.4%. Ho Chi Minh City saw an 83% surge year-on-year in foreign direct investment, or FDI, in the period from January 1st to June 15, according to the Municipal Department of Planning and Investment. A total of 162 new projects were licensed in the period, bringing in $794 million in registered capital. At the same time, $107 million was pumped into 49 operating projects, equal to only 35.6% from the figure for the same period last year. According to statistics announced by the Ministry of Planning and Investment's Foreign Investment Agency on May 26th, total FDI in the first 5 months of this year declined 34% to $5.51 billion. The southern province of Bình Dương topped the list of FDI destinations, followed by Ho Chi Minh City and Đồng Nai. By June 15, the Mekong Delta had sold 42,000 tons of rice abroad in 2014, earning nearly $1 billion, an equivalent to the same period last year. The figure has brought Vietnam's total export of the grain so far this year to 2.5 million tons. Asia was the largest consumer of the rice, accounting for 78% of the volume, a year-on-year increase of 5.2%. The remainder was shipped to Europe, America, Africa, Oceania, and the Middle East. Deputy head of the steering committee for Southwestern region, Nguyễn Phong Quang, said the increase has been prompted by regional localities. The provinces have upgraded facilities for production, transport, and storage of rice. They have also applied farming models in line with the standards of the Vietnam Good Agricultural Practice and the Global Good Agricultural Practice to improve the competitiveness of their products. They have encouraged businesses to sign purchasing contracts with farmers, ensuring sufficient rice for export. The Mekong Delta is the country's largest rice granary. It comprises 12 provinces and one centrally run city, with a total area of 40,000 square kilometers and a combined population of 80 million. From now to 2030, the region is cultivating rice across an area of 1.8 million hectares, more than half of which is for export. It is also striving to maintain an annual output of 24 to 25 million tons of rice. The annual VietBuild International Exhibition returned to Ho Chi Minh City for the first time this year on June 18. It is a platform where the latest construction materials and technologies are showcased.
The 5-day event features 2,300 pavilions run by 800 exhibitors from 18 countries including Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, the Republic of Korea, and Canada. In her opening remark, Deputy Construction Minister Phạm Thị Mỹ Linh said the event takes place at a time when the property market is recovering, stimulating the demand for construction materials. There will be a business forum and workshops introducing eco-friendly products and technologies in the framework of the exhibition. The second VietBuild Ho Chi Minh City 2014 will take place from August 29th to September 2nd with more than 2,200 pavilions.
Hanoi has been named the cheapest destination for city break this summer in the 4th annual Trip Index Cities released by TripAdvisor, the U.S. premier travel website.
A city break here will cost tourists $155.3 for a one-night stay in a 4-star hotel during June-August, including round-trip taxi transportation, cocktails for two, and a 2-course dinner paired with a bottle of wine. Jakarta comes in second overall, followed by the Egyptian resort of Sharm el-Sheikh and another Asian capital, Bangkok. Rounding out the top 5 is Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria. Meanwhile, Cape Town in South Africa, the sole African nation in the rankings, was rated as the 6th cheapest city. Mumbai in India and Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia finished 7th and 8th. Prague is in the 9th place and Budapest 10th. London is the most expensive for a city break, costing 3 times more than the average.
And that's the end of our program. Thank you for watching and see you next time.